Four things you should expect from a woman if you are in a relationship or marriage with her so that you will not be disappointed. The first thing I want you to know about a woman is that a woman's mood and emotion fluctuate. One of my friends called me, a lady. She said, relationship mysteries. I came to understand that you talk a whole lot about women. Why do you talk a whole lot about women and you talk less about men? I started laughing and I said something to her. I said, it's not as if I'm angry with women. No. It's not as if women offended me life or I'm bitter with them. No. The truth, I want you to understand this night is that it's not difficult for a woman to figure out a man. It's not a difficult thing for women. In fact, I was listening to a girl last week and she said something. She said that it's not difficult for them as women to figure men out. And that is the truth. If a woman is telling you now that she did not actually take time to understand a guy, the only thing is that she was simply living in denial. If a woman is telling you that she does not know who a man is, the truth is that that person was emotionally blinded or she was simply living in denial of who that guy is. But for you to say that completely that you as a man, you are going to mask who you are before a woman so that she will not get to know who you are is a lie. You can't do that where a woman is. I know some of you will say relationship mystery, but some guys have deceived some women in life, some girls in life, and they got away with that. What I want you to understand is that if you are deceiving a woman now in a relationship or in marriage, what I want you to understand is that she just wants you to deceive her. But for a woman, for her to get to know the truth about you, is easy for women. It does not take the time. I don't know how they do that. So there is a kind of spirit women have. I call it a detective spirit. It's a kind of spirit they have. And you can't take it away from them. In fact, their gut feeling is too strong that they don't need to do much to figure a man out. Yes. So that's why in the world of men, it's easy for women to know who men are. It's very easy. A woman can just look at you, discuss with you maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 days, 3 days. The woman have completely figured you out. It's not difficult for them. And when I heard that lady say that, I knew that she was saying the truth. What did she say? She said it's easy for them as women to figure men out. But you see, women, it's not easy. It's not easy to figure a woman out because of a whole lot of things. Women can actually act. They are the best actors in town. They can act. They can pretend. A woman can be with you for complete 5 years and she'll be doing shit under your nose. Sorry about that, but let me just use it. Apologies. Let me just use that word. She'll be doing shit under your nose and you will still not find out. Some things you will find out about a woman is what she wants you to find out about her. Maybe she's fed up with you in that relationship or even in that marriage, and she wants you to just find out who she is. She will just unmask herself for you to know who she is in life. That is how women are. So for you to come and tell me that you have completely figured out your girl or your wife, you are lying. The world of women is like an university that you continue to learn and learn, unlearn, relearn, and learn things about them in order to cope with them in life. Do you know why? Because the first thing that you need to know about a woman is that her emotions, her mood will always fluctuate in life. Today, you are the best thing that has ever happened to her in life. Tomorrow, another man is the talk of the town in her life. That is how a woman is. Why? Because a woman is like water. What do I mean by water? A woman is not steady. She flows. The feminine spirit is a spirit that flows. It moves like water. As it moves, whatever it meets on its part, it will tend to see a way it can navigate that particular hurdle and keep moving where it's going to in life. So women are not steady. In one of the books I wrote, there was something I said in that book. The heart of a woman does not have a permanent address. A woman's heart does not have a permanent address. That's why I tell men that if you are in a relationship with a woman, don't completely relax in that relationship. Don't assume that you have gotten her. Because if you assume that you have gotten a woman, you'll be disappointed very soon. If you assume that you have gotten a woman completely, maybe that your girl now, you have assumed in your heart that you have gotten her 100%, she will not go anywhere, or even that your wife. If you relax in those things that you were doing before you got her, those things that made her to say yes to you, for you guys to start a relationship or for you guys to get married, once you stop doing those things and another man comes around and start doing that thing for her, the truth of the matter is that sooner than later she is going to leave you. It's a mystery, right? It's a mystery. That is what a lot of men don't understand. A woman's memory does not live in the past. A woman's memory lives in the present. Let me say it again. A woman's memory does not live in the past. A woman's memory lives in the present. So if a woman is with you in a relationship now and in marriage and you are doing things for her, she will be appreciating you. And as she is appreciating those things you are doing for her, her mind is focused on the future. Her mind is focused in the present. Her mind is focused on what you are going to do for her tomorrow. That's why sometimes you realize that you have done a whole lot for your girl or a whole lot for your wife. And there is this remaining thing that she is desperately in need of. And you have not done that particular one for her. What will happen is that if you don't take care, you see that one thing that you have not done for her, she can throw away the other ones you have done for her, and she can use only that one thing you have not done for her to leave you in that relationship or marriage, especially if she gets another man that is ready to do that for her. So when you are in relationship or marriage with a woman, just know that you have taken up a lifetime assignment. No leave, no transfer. With a woman in your life, you have taken up a lifetime assignment. And you need to know this. That's why whenever men are saying, oh, I want a girlfriend, I want a girl, or you are saying, oh, I want to marry a woman, one thing you should know is that marrying a woman is an assignment. And being in a relationship with a woman is an assignment, because a whole lot happens to the body of women. I'm not even here to talk about her menstrual cycle. I'm not even here to talk about her menstrual pain. I'm not even here to talk about her menstruation. I'm not even here to talk about conception, about fertilization, about pregnancy. I'm not even here to talk about the hormonal changes in her body that will always happen month in, month out, week in, week out. So if you are in a relationship or marriage with a woman, the first thing I want you to always expect is that you should always expect changes in her behavior or in her mood or in her character. The first thing you need to know is that you are in a relationship with a being that fluctuates. So whatever you know you have been doing that kept her in your life, don't relate on that particular thing. If you do, she will shock you. That's why I always tell men. I tell men, I say, before you start a relationship with a woman, don't start what you cannot finish. Because we men, we make this particular mistake. When we are going after a lady, or maybe we want to be with her in a serious relationship, we are quick to start doing things that we cannot sustain in the long run. And when you can't sustain those things that you started doing for her in that relationship, when you can no longer sustain it, she's going to have issues with you. That's why I always tell men, I say, if you want to start a relationship or you want to marry a woman, try as much as possible to be original with her. Don't be fake. Don't go around, start borrowing shoes, clothes, cars because you want to impress a woman. How long can you impress a woman? How long? So let her see you for who you are. Let her see you for real. If she's going to leave you, fine. Let it be that you were original with her from day one and she left. At least you got to know that you are not with the real person in relationship. That you faking it and at the end of the day, she still leaves you. Because if you start faking it or you start pretending a relationship with a woman, she's going to find out. And if she finds out, she's going to leave you. And that is how women's emotions are. I need you to understand this particular thing. It is for your own good so that once you are in a relationship with a woman and her emotions start fluctuating or changes in her behavior or changes in her character, you will remember this video that I told you that there is no woman that will be in a relationship with you today or a marriage that her behavior or her character will remain the same. Her behavior and character will always change from time to time. And that is why it's easy for women to move on to another man in a relationship. Why? Because their emotion fluctuates. Once you stop doing what you have been doing for her and another man start doing that, she will leave you and go to the other guy. This leads me now to the second thing you should expect from a woman if you are with her in relationship or in marriage, is that you need to understand that a woman can cheat on you. Let me say something here. The greatest undoing of most men is that when they're in a relationship or even when they have married a woman, sometimes they tend to believe that the woman they are with can never cheat on them. My brother, you are lying. That was the same thing that happened to Adam in the Garden of Eden. Adam believed that there is no way the serpent can deceive Eve. And when Adam went out and came back, he was shocked at what happened. Eve was deceived, but Adam wasn't deceived. It was love that made Adam to eat the forbidden fruit. So if you are hearing me this night, I want you to understand in this Instagram live now that if you believe that a woman cannot cheat on you, you may receive the greatest shock of your life. Okay, now, most of you have seen what is trending online about the Russian man that came to Ghana. He went to Ghana, he went to Kenya. He was about to go to South Africa and the Ghanaian police arrested him. What was his mission? He just came to Africa to prove a point to the world that African women are cheap. Was it not what he came to prove? He was actually sleeping with Kenyan and Ghanaian women and he was uploading their videos on a particular website in Russia, giving Russian men tips on how to get African women, that African women are cheap. Was it not what he was doing? That you don't need to pay. Sometimes some of them, he doesn't even pay them money for them to sleep with him. And this guy was HIV positive. So what it meant is that he has given 400 African women in Ghana and in Kenya HIV virus. He has given it to them. And I want to ask you guys a question now. Are you telling me that those 400 women he slept, that they don't have boyfriends, or some of them are not married women? because he was approaching every woman he meets, every woman he sees, old, young, little, whether you are married or married, he will approach them and he will sleep with them. And then he will use his metal glasses to record them because that his metal glass has camera. So after that, he will upload the video of the sex romp he had with those women on his website. So I want to ask you a question. Those women he slept with, are you telling me that all those women, that some of them don't have boyfriends or that some of them are not married? So why did they leave their men to go and sleep with a Russian man? And some of their guys will be in the house. Some of them, their husbands will be in the house hoping that the wife have gone to work or the wife went somewhere else to do something important. And they didn't know that the wife they trusted was right there in a hotel room with a HIV positive Russian man. Some of them, he will give them $20. In fact, I was listening to one person. The person said, Nigerian women cannot do that. I said to myself, I said, please shut up. Nigerian women can do that over and over again. It's not about being a Ghanaian woman or being a Kenyan woman. If the man had come to Nigeria, he will still do the same thing. Do you know why? Because there is this instinct in every woman to elevate a life. Come to think of it, this is a white man, and you are telling me that Nigerian women cannot do that. And is it not the same Nigerian women that are going through Sahara Desert, hopping on a ship in the Mediterranean Sea for them to go to Spain or Italy? Is it not some of Nigerian women too that trek in the Sahara Desert for them to go to Europe to have a greener pasture just for them to survive? Majority of the problem that our women, African women, are having, especially in West Africa, in East Africa, is an economic issue. African women are not cheap. Let me be honest with you. They are not. There are women that have values. But the thing is that the political system in Africa, not only the political system, the economic system in Africa have messed our young people up. It has messed African women up because majority of African women, majority of African, their citizens don't have job. Yes, they don't have job. 75% are unemployed. So what do you expect? People will always look for a way to survive. And now here comes a white man. Even if he's looking like a skeleton, even if the guy is ugly, as long as his skin is white. So if you don't know that why those women slept with that Russian guy, they were not sleeping with him because of the sex. They were sleeping with him with Europe in mind. Because some of them didn't know that the same way he was sleeping with them is the same way he was equally sleeping with other women. So some of them he met thought that they were the only one that the guy was dating in those countries when he was in those countries. So they thought that they were the only one. And I know how African women reason. Some of them would have started contemplating in their heart, okay, let me have something to do with guy. Let me use my toto to hook him, to nail him down. And then let me see where I can convince him to do a visa and all of this thing for me to go to Russia or to go to Europe. Because you are looking at an European citizen before you. Some of them were sleeping with him as an escape route so they can have an easy access to travel to Europe so that it will be easy for them to get visa, because there is so much suffering and pain in Africa. Let's be honest. Why didn't the guy go to North Africa? Why didn't he go to Morocco? Yes, now why didn't he go to Egypt? One, their religion and their mode of living in those countries will not allow the women. He will get some to sleep, but it will not be up to this number because of their religious beliefs. Those women that slept, some of them, yes, some of them slept with it because of money. They were expecting, okay, with this white man, I'm going to better my life. Maybe after I finish all this thing with him, giving the best position, the best hairstyle, he's going to give me money, he's going to give me dollars, he's going to give me you. And some of them were hoping that maybe this guy can marry me and then we'll travel to Russia or travel to any part of Europe to go and reside in. So are you getting it now? Is the political system, the economic system, the corruption in Africa that have degraded the value of our women. So whether the man came to Nigeria or if he had gone to South Africa or any other this thing in West Africa, even South Africa, Senegal, Mali, the same thing will still happen because of poverty, because of hardship. That was why he was able to pull that thing off. Because, and as well, we already have this inferiority complex, this mentality that once you see a white man, you're already like, he's superior to me. So he's already in African people. What do you expect? So when we are seeing that Russian guy, it was as if they are seeing a god to them. As if they are seeing a god that will change their life forever. So if you are in a relationship with a woman, or even with your wife, please, at no point in time should you relax. Don't give her gap. Make sure you are around your woman. Make sure you always talk to her. Make sure you always converse with her. Make sure you always plant your ideology in her so that she can be faithful to you. Sometimes a woman that doesn't want to be faithful to you, yeah, she can still not be faithful to you. Even if you like, give her the whole world. Even if you like, buy everything you want for her. I want you to expect, once you are in a relationship with a woman, don't go there and be saying, my girl cannot cheat on me. She can cheat on you. It doesn't take a woman anything to cheat on. In fact, a woman can cheat on you and you will not find out about that. It's an easy thing. She can do it and you will not know. She can be with you in the house 10 years, 9 years, and she will be sleeping with other men, even giving birth to children for these other men. You will not find out. So what is the solution to this? Try and marry the right person. Yes, try and marry the right woman. That's the solution. That's what I always tell men. Once you are going into a relationship or marriage, it's not about having a negative mindset. No. It's about preparing for anything. In case of any eventuality, if anything happens in that relationship or marriage, so that you will not be disappointed. So that you will not have high blood pressure overnight. It's better you have this at the back of your mind. Don't go into a relationship or marriage believing that your woman cannot cheat on you. She can 100% cheat on you in that relationship, even in that marriage. In fact, these days, married women are even cheating more than single ladies. There is no woman you see that cannot cheat on. So women that are not cheating on their men is because they chose not to cheat on those men. But if you are in a relationship with a woman, she can cheat on you. And you need to bear that at the back of your mind. The third thing you should expect if you are in a relationship with a woman is that a woman can lie to you. Women lie with foundation and they will cover it up. This is where a lot of men get it wrong. You are in a relationship with a woman and you are like, no, she cannot lie to me. My woman is not like that. She's always telling me the truth. Most women tell you what you want to hear. That is something I've discovered about women. They tell you what your ears wanted to hear. Sometimes a woman does not tell you the reality. She tells you what she wants to tell you so that you can feel good. Are you surprised? That's why if a woman is telling you something, before you believe that thing she's telling you completely, please do your investigation. If a woman is telling you about someone else, what that person has done to her, or maybe the way the person wounded, or maybe the way the person hurt her, don't believe that thing she's telling you 100%. Still find out from that person what actually happened. Don't judge any matter only from the mouth of a woman alone. Don't judge it alone from a woman's mouth. Because whenever a woman is telling you something, she will tell you that thing in a way that it will make her to appear nice or good before you. She will not tell you the complete story. So if a woman is telling you something, you should better find out from the other person what actually happened. Hear from here, hear from the other person before you make your final decision, even if she's your babe or your wife. This thing I'm telling you that has killed a lot of men. Your wife, your woman just comes out, or your wife, and say, babe, can you imagine what this person did to me? This. You, because you are a love protector, you don't want to find out what happened. Immediately you just start engaging the other person in a brutal fight or in a brutal quarrel. And in the process of that, some men were wounded very early in life. My mom told me, my mom said, son, don't carry a woman's fight on your head. Don't carry on your head a fight that you didn't start. He said, before you dive into any battle on a woman's behalf, whether she's your wife or your girl, find out the actual truth so that at the end of the day, you don't look like a fool. So that it will not be after all said and done, you now come and be apologizing. By that time, the damage has already been done. The same thing my mom told me is the same thing I'm telling you now. You that is watching me. If you are a man watching me, don't carry a woman's matter for head. Don't carry a woman's battle on your head. Before you dive into any battle on behalf of a woman, find out the actual truth. Don't judge a matter based only on what your girl told you or your wife. When she has finished narrating her own side of the story, go and find out from the other person what actually happened. Sometimes 70% she might even be the one at fault. I said it last week that women don't like admitting their faults. Most women, they don't like doing that. They always want to present themselves as perfect beings. So if you are watching me now, it's very easy for a woman to lie to you. A woman can look you in the face and lie to you, and she will be laughing at you in her heart, and then you will be crying. So before you believe what the woman is saying, do your thorough investigation, research on that particular thing, do your own findings first. One of my friends said to me one day, we were gisting. She said to me, he said, have you heard this? I said, well, he said, when a woman is telling you a story, don't believe her completely. Go and do your research and find out, so that you don't look like a fool at the end of the day. Are you getting me? So if you are in a relationship and you are in marriage and you are with a woman, bear in mind that she can lie to you. I say bear in mind that she can do it. It's not about having a negative mindset. No, I'm not talking about having a negative mindset towards her. Just have this knowledge, and it will do you a whole lot of good. I'm not saying that you should go around distrusting your woman, or you should go around, blackmailing her, accusing her. No. But I will always say that knowledge is a protector. Knowledge acts like a shield. Knowledge that I'm telling you right now, no woman will take you by surprise. The reason a lot of women are taking men by surprise is that they don't know this thing. They don't know about this. Just know that her emotion, her character, her behavior can change. Yes, even her mentality can fluctuate as well. And you only know that a woman can lie to you. And you only know that a woman can cheat on you. Because if you have these things in mind, it will do you a whole lot of good, so that women will not be taking you by surprise. The last thing, which is the fourth thing you should expect from women, if you are in a relationship or marriage with them, is that a woman can leave you for a better opportunity. Most women date for survival in life. That's why if you are in a relationship with a woman and you are not taking care of her, she can leave you because of that and go to another man that will be taking care of her. Even if a woman is earning 1 million naira monthly, there is something about her believing that her money alone cannot take care of her. She believes that for her to be well taken care of, the money equally must be coming from her man as well. That is how they reason. That's why a woman can have 10 million naira now in her bank account. She does not believe she has money. She will want to collect your own 500,000 from you and be spending that your own money. In doing that, she believes she's well taken care of in that relationship and in that marriage. So a woman can leave you as a man for a better opportunity. Are you getting me? This is the reason why women have always left men in relationships, and it will still continue.